Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Cancer. And I'm going to do a quick 3-card spread with the main deck being the Marchetti Tarot, and then clarifying with the Light Seers Tarot, finishing up with the Priestess of Light Oracle. So just shuffling through here a couple more times. Cancer. You can have Cancer in your water sign, you can have Cancer is a water sign in your sun, in your moon, in your rising or ascendant, or Venus or Mars placement. So any of those particular aspects could mean that this reading might really hit home for you. Also, another thing to point out, you could be scrolling through social media, find this reading, watch it, and think, man, that fits my life. And that is another reason for you to just trust that sometimes the messages find you. You don't necessarily have to go searching for them. So just a cool little tidbit, something I've found along the way. I am looking for this first card to be what is something that will bring me or you joy? What is something that will bring the sign of Cancer joy? So looking for the first card out to be that card that brings Cancer joy. This is the Page of Wands. This can be your child. If you have more than one child, it can be your children. It generally implies really one child in particular, or it can be a childlike personality, someone that you like to be around. It's because they're playful, they're invigorating, they are creative, they like to explore, they like to see and do things that keep you going. And so Page of Wands is very childlike, very curious, very passionate about what they get into. They love to start new projects, they love to do new things. So just know that Page of Wands here is what brings you joy during this time frame. And I'm really highlighting this reading to apply to the time frame of November 24th through November 30th. So, but like I said, anytime you come to the reading, it could be perfect for you. So what brings you joy, Cancer? The Page of Wands. Someone or something very, very childlike, playful, fun, adventurous. What is something to be mindful of during this time frame for the sign of Cancer? The Tower. Shocking, revelatory information. Something that you didn't expect. You weren't planning on hearing this. It really shakes the foundation of what you thought truth was. The Tower is major arcana. They say attributed to the sign of Mars. It's Mars-led, but so Scorpio or Aries. Just remember something really cool about the Tower is it looks destructive and scary, and like, everything we thought was our foundation is being shattered to the ground. But it is the cool thing about the Tower, the highlight, is that it is something that happens for you, not just to you. So the Tower is here as something to be mindful of. And in that regard, be mindful of all the characteristics of the sign, of the card, that what is happening right now in this time frame could seem like it's rocking your foundation, but when you look back on this one day, even if it's next week, you'll realize that it really did happen for the good, for the best. So what to be mindful of? The Tower. What can you look forward to? What can Cancer look forward to? Something that Cancer can look forward to for the very near future. The Hermit. Okay, so this is Virgo energy, and this is going within, literally going to be by yourself. Cancer, I really, really think of you as a social sign, but I know that just personally as a water sign myself, being around people sometimes is a lot for me, and I need to go by myself and recharge my batteries, regenerate, recuperate, get myself back together again. It's not a bad thing. A lot of people do equate going off and being alone as something terrible or bad or unhealthy, but it's just a way of regenerating. So take it how it fits, but this is talking about what you can look forward to. So if some well-deserved time to yourself is what the doctor ordered, then definitely by all means, you have some hermit time to look forward to. If going off and being by yourself is not your cup of tea, then maybe this is just simply detaching from the world, like your workplace or your family, or maybe it's just you and your I forget what they call that, just you and your exact family, your husband, your wife, your 2 kids, what dog, you're all just in the house for, let's just say this week is a holiday. Maybe that's where everybody just gets to pull back, take a time out from society at large and just be together, just with each other. But it really is designed here, hermit is really to go off and find your light again. If you felt like your light's been distinguished because of all of the hubbub and the craziness and whatnot, this is your time. You can look forward to going back within and recharging your batteries by finding your source of inspiration again, your light. Let me grab the Light Seers Tarot so that we can do a little clarification and give this a couple of shuffles. Let's clarify this information that we pulled out for the sign of Cancer and see if we can get any either proof of what we've already talked about or a little deeper message. Sometimes that happens. How can we prove the Page of Wands here is a source of joy for the sign of Cancer? Why is the Page of Wands here for the sign of Cancer in their joy? What is it about the Page of Wands that brings a Cancer joy? The Knight of Swords. When you feel like escaping the world at large, society at large, when you feel that need to just get away from the information superhighway, from policies and procedures, from meetings, from emails, from people calling you and text messaging you, and you just are ready to run up on your motorcycle and get away. This is kind of the getaway card. Sometimes this is the running towards something card, but in this instance for you, Cancer, I'm really getting that you are really intentionally trying to get away from all of the mass information and go to your source of joy, which I really believe this is your child. This is one of your children or both of your children, but I really feel that their naivete, their innocence, their playful wonder, creative mind, just their talents, their curiosities, that really sparks you. That invigorates you. So I really feel like your source of joy is Page of Wands in a children, something like that, because you are just inundated and overwhelmed with information right now. And the Tower, something to be mindful of. Why is the Tower here for Cancer as something to be mindful of? The Tower is here for Cancer, something to be mindful of because of the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So you've been through a battle. You've been through a very rough, stressful, hard time. And the Tower, like I said, what you had built your foundation on. If this is in the workplace, you built your belief system and your foundation on a system, on a way of going about things. We've always done things this way. And you've built your fortress, your wounded warriorness around what you thought was your workplace and how things run and the rules. But something is allowing that foundation to demolish. And I don't think it's for the bad. And so something for you to be aware of is that you've built these walls around you. You've built this protection system for yourself. And it might just be time to allow your walls to crumble. The walls of protection that you've built for so long to keep you safe. It might be time to finally relax and let your hair down a little bit where that's concerned. The Hermit is here as what you can be looking forward to. I'm really getting that that's some time to staycation, get tucked with your immediate family. That was the words I was looking for earlier. This might be time for you to tuck away with your immediate family and watch movies, play games, eat good food. But that really, I think, nurtures the sign of Cancer more than anything else. So why is the Hermit here for what they can look forward to? And we have the Six of Wands in reverse. So what this is saying is that no more need to be victorious. No more need to be successful. Right now, this last blip of time that we're working with as far as November is concerned, November 24th through the 30th, you can hang your crown up for a bit. You can let yourself relax. Everything that you had been working so hard to protect and stay strong and tough for, remember, that's all changing right now. And the Hermit, take some time to be with your family. Take some time to be alone by yourself if you can, if that's called for. But no need to go out and shine like a diamond right now. It doesn't mean you're not a star, and it doesn't mean you're not successful and wonderful at what you do. It just means right now, just relax. Cancer, I hope that you can allow yourself to let your hair down and go and just be you, recharge your batteries, recalibrate. I want to bring over the Priestess of Light Oracle card deck for you so that we can give one final message. Hopefully it is going to tie this reading together a little bit for you. And then I'm going to read it from the book because I want to make sure I give you the proper meaning. This is the card of hostilities, conflict, unrest. And it is card number 31. And the 3 and the 1, those add up to the number 4. And the number 4 is about foundations, hard work, pragmatism. So let me grab the book and I'm going to read from the book what card number 31 means. And so card number 31, the priestess in this card kneels next to the panther with her arms raised to the moon, drawing on the power of the light she holds in her hands. The panther is growling, baring its teeth in fierce protection, warning any intruders to beware. There may be a person or a situation in your life that is abrasive or upsetting in some way, or perhaps something coming in the near future might make you feel defensive. Either way, this card is telling you to gather your resources and turn to the guidance of your own divine light and courage. Become more conscious of the people or situations zapping your energy or your sense of power. There may be a family member, a coworker, or a draining obligation that has taken a toll on you. Even if it has gone on for quite a while, it's finally time to choose to protect yourself and your own energy. This choice may cause others to be upset or even hostile. You may be tempted to diffuse the conflict by giving in, but that old unhealthy pattern must be resisted. You don't have to give in to the habits of fear anymore. So don't shy away from conflict or unrest. You deserve to act on your own behalf. Be brave in the face of confrontation and know that you're capable of seeing it through to the other side. You have the fierce determination and strength of the panther within you, and the light of divine assistance is always on hand. Affirmation: I am strong and resourceful in any situation. I believe in myself and in my ability to take charge. Cancer, I hope this reading is helpful for you in some way, shape, or form. If you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, reposting, any interaction with the channel is so very appreciated and helpful. I can be found on YouTube and on TikTok. So I thank you so much for being here, Cancer. I wish you the very best. Namaste.